Alright, so we're going to do this lesson today on some interesting guitar tabs of some songs that are recognizable. So I'm going to start this show with a Johnny Cash classic, I Walk the Line. If you want to get a screenshot of that, I've written that out. I have it printed out as well, but it's tiny and sometimes that's hard to see. And we're just going to look at this introduction. And hey, if I get through it and there's still time, we'll go to some other one in this same lesson. That's fine with me. So, with the I Walk the Line, it starts out with the guitar part. Okay. And it's going to start on the E string, as you saw, which is the low E, not the high one. If you start on the high one, you run out of notes. So we'll start on the low one. You're going to go 0, 2, 4. If you know the song, I Walk the Line, it starts out, it kind of sounds like this before we get too into this. Let me get you going. Do you recognize it yet? I hope you do. Then my favorite part. I love that part very much. And then they start singing. I gotta get where you can kind of see the instrument some. Let me try to angle it down. Okay, so starting on the E string, it starts out with 0, then 2, then tab 4, fret 4. So 0, 2, 4, all on the E. And it kind of jumps back and forth a little bit, but not too bad. It's going to go to A string, the one next to it. That's the 0, then 0, 0. So we have 0, 2, 4. Then it's going to go here, A, E, A. Then the 2 on A. Then 4 on A. Okay, then you're going to go up a next string up, which is elephants and donkeys. D, A. Then 4, 2. Okay, that was the first 3 measures. I had this divided out in little sections. Those are called measures. They're measured out. So measure 1 is 0, 2, 4, which may take a lot of practice. Or maybe measure 2 because you're going off of 2 different strings. Really, most of measure 2 is on A. There's only one note on E, the other string, then the rest of it goes back up to A. 0, low E, then back to here 0 A, 0, 0, then 2, 4. So back to the beginning. 0, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 4. Then measure 3. Again, we're dealing with open strings. Going to D, 3rd string down. Then to A. Then back to D, D. That's all 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Or D, A, D, D. Then 4. And that's on A. So that measure is D, A, D, D, 4, 2, then A, back to D on 2 up here. Then back to A, 0, 0, 0, then back to E, 4, 2, and that's my line 1, okay? Let me play line 1, the rhythm it goes, not necessarily as fast as they sing it. 0, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, line 2. There's just a couple of measures here to address that I've written down. The first and second measure, and then the rest of it's all repeated stuff. So if we look at line 2, starting on E, 0 again. Then we have 2, 2 on A. 0, 2, 2, 0, then 2 on E, and then 0. So zeros or twos. 0, 2, 2, 0, 2, 0. Let me do that without stopping. Okay, got that. Now, the next measure may be the hardest measure so far. I would suggest, if you can set up 2 fingers, allergies are kicking my rear today. So, I would suggest if you can set up 2 fingers ahead of time like this, put your first fret down on D, 2, your second finger on A, second fret. Then you don't have to move. You'll just go from the 2, 1, 2. And see, I didn't have to move. Now, you might want to move. But it's an awkward sound. If you set it up, it's smoother. Then you got to go to that at the end. So we have. Just do it. Rabbit ears. You're here, here. 2, 1, 2. Then lift. 0 on A. Then reach down to E again. 4, 2. And then the rest of it, until they sing, I've got this. Got E is 0, put 2 down on A. 0, 2, 0. And they do that for several. I don't know how many times they do it. What is it they say? I make a close watch on this heart of mine. Something like that. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. Something like that. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Da 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 da. And then he keeps changing keys. But this is the intro riff. That's what they call it, a riff, you know. Just keep going. Fake it till you make it. Let's see. Up. Oh. As I always tell people, I have a lot of fun playing this instrument. I'm getting better every day. It's not my main instrument. Not that I can play my main instrument perfectly anyway, any of them. I have a master's degree in my main instrument, master's degree in flute performance. Played the flute 47 years. I'll still tell you, I don't think I play it perfectly. You know what? There's always room for improvement, no matter what you play, no matter what you're doing, no matter what tab you're reading. We could do that faster, because I think the song's like right here. Bum 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 bum. You know, and yeah, could we do it? Yeah, we could, but it takes a while. Kazoo type. Anyway, it's cool. Now on the next page, let me give you a screenshot of this too. So you got the one I wrote out. This is kind of just the main part, just the facts. The next page, this is in my green binder, by the way. Just remind me, it's the green binder. I'm going to try to have it during as many guitar lessons as I can, although I don't always carry everything, because you know what, it's heavy. Alright, so this is the printed out version that has more of the tabs. You can see what I mean. It's kind of big, because it goes on and on. Here's the rest of it. You want to get that screenshot. I did a front and back. We're only playing like the first couple of lines. After that, where they come in, verse 1, that's right there. That's where I stopped writing. You know, we could do that part. Let's see. Oh. First two, dun 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 dun. See, it kind of goes on like that. Hey, we can look at it. If you like it, let me know.